Hello everybody and welcome back. Hello Instagram everybody. This one's going on to YouTube. I've got a really interesting beer. So Mrs. Speno went out shopping today on her day off. Yes, mind you, she's been putting the hours in to get that day off. And she come back with a little basket full of beer. And she said, look, I've got this one, which is really interesting. Look at this. So, Beyond Belief Brewing Co. It's got 888 on the front, I think, or is it BBB? I'm not actually entirely sure. And she said, look at this. So Zenith Pale Ale, 5% ABV, 440ml can, Pasta IPA. Pasta IPA. So she says to me, I wonder if it's like Toast Brewery or you know, the Crumbs Brewing Co. that I've done. So Toast Brewery, they brew with surplus bread, and they've done like the Audi Tiger Bread. All their beer, fantastic. Everyone I've had from them, fantastic. Then there was the Crumbs Brewing, which we got from either Asda or Sainsbury's, and they're brewing with more artisan bread. So that was a sourdough. If you look on my YouTube channel, you will see that review there. Banging. This is a Pasta IPA. So this brewery says, welcome to free thinking drinking. Ready for new frontier in beer? We turn surplus food into delicious craft beer. Curious? Shop now to find out more. So in pursuit of the most innovative, which is the oddest word for me to say, craft beer. Beer made from surplus pasta. Pasta. This is going to give something different because it's going to be probably starch. The starch from the pasta is probably going to help with the fermentation. The sugars are going to, surely it's going to be something different. The sourdough bread one was really, really good. You could taste that sort of sweetness in it and everything else. Check out my review of that one. Yeah, our patented beer making process includes using surplus fresh pasta as a base malt replacement, and it is taking the brewery industry by storm. Now, if you go browse our beers, I'll tell you about this beer. So I've looked into this beer, I'm not going to lie. So it says Zenith Pasta IPA. It says £2.20, that's for the 330ml can on here. So these are on the 4 for 3 at Sainsbury's, Mrs. Speno tells me. Zenith is our East meets West IPA, delivering a welcoming burst of citrus and tropical fruits on the nose. The light and hazy IPA, made with 52 grams of surplus fresh pasta, no less, 52 grams in one can, delivers on the classic East Coast characteristics. Finished by dry hopping with plenty of American hops, we give the beer a delicate, dry and slightly bitter note that is unmistakably West Coast. So like East meets West, you know, West Coast very bitter, resinousy and all that sort of stuff, piney. East Coast, more less bitter, more sort of like fruity flavours, things like that. Hops, Columbus hop for me, can't really find, quite a bitter in hop. I don't think it gives much more else. Centennial, orangey, resinous, I don't recognise that hop. Here we go, Centennial. Blossom, orange, resinous, yeah, I always recognise that as the, and Citra. So it says aroma, Citra, tropical, fruit and pine. Doesn't really say much about the flavour other than bursting with citrus and tropical fruits. Let's get this out and let's see what it's all about. So we've had the heads up on what this beer is going to give. So let's see what it gives. Let's see if it gives what it says on the can. It smells very nice. There's an aroma in the air. Looks a nice body on the beer. I specifically got the oaky glass from Northeast Trophies. The Spencer Arms oaky glass because to see if it's oaky approved. Normally most beers that hit the Spencer Arms are, because we don't buy too much tosh here. Now I've got a very interesting beer to review next. And yeah, it's going to be a fun beer. I'm not sure whether I'll do it tonight. It's got my folks coming round, so I might not get to do it. Anyway, in the glass, wow, that looks absolutely amazing. That looks really lovely, nice and hazy. The slow rising carbonation in there as well, I just spotted. Spencer Arms logo, oaky around the back, holding the stout and the IPA. Lovely head. Look at the head. What I notice about these beers that are brewed with either the bread, you know, like the artisan bread or normal bread, or now pasta, the head of the beer is always really full, really, you know, fluffy and pillowy. It's very white. I've not got my light on, but it's fairly light in here. I was going to do this beer review outside because of the sun. However, next door's dog, even though he has shut up now, wasn't shutting up, and it's very windy. So yeah, what did it say on the aroma? Citrus, tropical fruit and piney. Yeah, even through that head, there is some good aroma. Independent brewery, these are, I'm sure of it. They've not got the independent logo on, but they're on the back. 50% malted barley, 50% surplus pasta. Fantastic. I'm really into these beers. I want to dedicate this beer as well to the amazing staff at the college in Leicester that we are working at. We're refurbing the whole building and well, all the perimeter of the building, all the windows and doors and things. And the new premises officers staff there have been following the Spencer Arms, checking out the YouTube channel. And I said the next beer I do, I'll dedicate it to you guys. Thanks for helping us out, been absolutely brilliant. And Mick especially, he says to me he loved the Crumbs Brewing beer. So I've done this especially to say here's another one, but different, pasta. Right, so here we go, waffling on. Cheers. Cheers, smells beautiful. Oh, and that is really, very orangey, straight away. Oh, lots of fresh orange with a nice bittery orangey peel. So that's the east versus west right there. You've got that lovely burst of orange flavour, where you would say an East Coast IPA you would get like a lot more fruity flavours. Not so much New Englandy type of fruit, but you get a little bit more of that. And then the West Coast you get the bitterness. So that is now comes straight in with a hit of orange, hit of citrusy notes, orange from that Centennial hop. Really quite nice and resinousy, and then straight away there's a lovely little bitterness bite that gets you, and now it's just lingering on the palate. Beautiful, so refreshing. 5% ABV, really refreshing. This I could almost, with the hot weather first beer, down this. It's got an absolutely beautiful mouthfeel when you swirl it around your mouth. Carbonation ignites. It doesn't blow up. It doesn't make you want to like spit it out because it's blowing up. It just turns to that lovely frothy, nice silky, pillowy sort of soft mouthfeel. Really lovely. It's got a tantalising tingle on the tongue as well. Really is refreshing. I tell you what, it's a bit filling. I've got to say, I have not long had my dinner though, but I'm like, oh, I can feel that's a big body on this beer. That's really nice. And like I said, this is coming from Sainsbury's. So at the minute in the supermarkets, I mean, Simon from Real Ale Craft Beer reviewing a beer that I wanted to pick up. I've seen it around a bit and I can't think of it. It's got a long name. I really want to try it. The supermarket beers at the minute are really up there. You know, they're not like punching at the top of the weight like the big craft breweries do and things like that, but my goodness me, in the supermarkets now, if you want to get into craft beer, there's a wide selection of beers from both Asda, Morrison's, Sainsbury's, Waitrose, I think even, Tesco's. There's a mountain of beer to try in there, and this is amazing that this is coming in like a little, so I just realised now, little space sort of like helmet, isn't it? Yeah, it takes me a while to actually, and beyond belief, you know, it's a bit spacey agey, isn't it? Things like that. Zenith, I'm not sure what Zenith is, I'm not that clever. The resinousness, this is very much that Centennial hop. The blossom, when it's saying blossom, I don't really take much notice of the blossom part, but it is really like fresh as a wildflower of fields, you know, it's or a field full of wildflowers. You know how you get that fresh aromas of lovely flowers and things. This is really, just from reading that blossom, it's almost like, yes, it's like I'm drinking a fresh array of colours and flowers. The citrus notes of this are really fresh And you've also got a bit of orange pith, like, you know, where the rind of the orange, not that if you call it the rind, it is the rind, isn't it? You grind it off sometimes. It reminds me of, like, if you do like an orange cake or a lemon cake or something, and you grind some of the rind on, and you just taste some of them, that pithy sort of, like, that's giving a bit of the bitter taste as well. It's as it comes up to your mouth, you get the aromas as well, which really is inviting. Pasta tastes of what? What does pasta taste of? Doughy, starchy, depends how you do it. Normally with pasta, we're adding sauce to it, things like that. So unlike the bread, where I'd done the sourdough one, I was getting some sweetness and something from the bread. This, you're getting sort of like a good mouthfeel, I think, from it. It's just almost as if, like, because we got here as well, like wheat and barley for the gluten in there, but you're getting the something that the pasta has added to the beer that makes it unique, makes it different, and it's there. If I didn't know it was a pasta beer, I wouldn't drink this and go, oh, is this made with surplus pasta? No, not at all. You'd have no chance of recognising it. But there's definitely a loveliness about it. So there must be like that, like say the starch. Getting it straight down to try and pick up on some of their malts. The malts are very light. It's almost like it's a base malt that's been used in here. Aroma, blah, blah, blah. So it says, yes. Would you believe, here's a little writing at the back, would you believe that 738 million kilograms of wheat is wasted per year in the UK alone? 738 million tonnes. This is a problem and we have a solution. We specialise in pouring new life into leftovers. Our patented brewery process means we can replace half the grain with surplus direct from the food industry. This can utilises 68 grams of surplus pasta that will otherwise go to waste. We will continue to partner with more businesses in our ongoing mission to innovate. That's absolutely amazing. I think this is absolutely amazing. I think the 3 breweries that I know of now, it's the first time I've come across these brewers. I've just followed them on Instagram. I'll tag them and everything this. The 3 brewers, Toast Brewery, Crumbs Brewing, and now the Beyond Belief Brewing Co. Fantastic can art. Right there, straight up in your face, pasta IPA. It's got that zoom, zoom, you know, like that space agey type of thing. Great can art, lots of information on there. There is a QR code, scan me to find out more. I'm sure that will take you to the website and tell you about this beer. I think these beers are absolutely fantastic. I want to see more of this, and I'd like to see a collaboration between, like, you know, Toast, or collaboration, two of the surpluses doing the collaboration, because you can you imagine, like, doing one with, like, the artisan bread, say Toast Brewery and Crumbs doing some artisan bread and some normal, like a tiger bread, and that, and some base malt, and then like these doing it with the pasta, and you know, I mean, no, you don't have pasta on toast here, but you know what I mean, bit of pasta, bit of bread. Absolutely fantastic. These beers excite me. This is the thing that excites me, and makes me, like, really say cheers to the true craft breweries out there that are doing this sort of stuff and saving the food from going to waste. I mean, why does that much food go to waste? It's almost like the bread in the supermarkets. They have to stock it, because we'd all moan, wouldn't we, if we went out to get some bread. I mean, I like buying bread from a bakery, really. It lasts longer, but we never really do that too much. But if we went out to the supermarket and there were no bread, we'd moan as arse off, wouldn't we? So they've got to make sure it's all properly stacked, and then it only has a certain shelf life, and it's just got to be thrown away. And these guys, and pasta, artisan bread, and bread, producing fantastic beers. Really lovely, resinousy, orangey, not over resinousy, but really good fresh orange, and then a nice bitterness. It's all about the orange in this. It's all about the orange and the citrus note, bit of lemon in there. Fantastic. Well done, guys. This is brilliant. I'm so glad we've discovered you. Cheers. Cheers, everybody.